of these teams like to play her or not. First ban comes in from Orgless, of course, and it will be the termite of the board, which is, of course, also a logical ban.
Indeed, and well, we got to keep in mind last time here around, Defusekids had some issues against Penta. Leon said they are AFK the first map and they start playing the second one, but you know, we're basically starting around the time that the second map would start now, so that might be a help for Defusekids.
Being banned by the Defusekids and the Echo as well. So that means no fire from those bolts, but possibly still from the Goyo shields. Second ban for Orgless soon to come in, and you maybe come to be. It will be the Valkyrie once again, not to see any play happen. So that's second ban in a row, as we saw it between Penta and of course Sisu as well on Consulate.
Yeah, and the Valkyrie being banned is going to be making the run outs a bit harder, but we're getting into round number 1. 1 out of 12 we might see here now. Are you ready, Chadwick?
Oh, I'm so ready.
We've been here 3 seasons. We've seen Defusekids not make it 2 seasons, and we thought they might be throwing away this one, and well, here we go. We're gonna give them another try.
Oh, Defusekids instantly swapping over to grab that Monty as well onto Words of Vash, swapping off that Thatcher, and I'm curious to see what that will bring. The bomb site for Orgless will be the lower, which is of course Church, and they'll be praying for that first round as well, which Defusekids is trying to take off him. Hibana and Maverick both picked up, as a double heart destructor is quite common on this map, and I'm wondering if that smoke might actually hinder, as well as those Goya shields, that Monty from Avage as well.
Definitely so. Will the Monty of Avage be countered by Prano, or is he allowed to move through and do his little wiggly peeks where he just quickly de-extends, gets 2-3 shots in and puts his shield back up, so not be receiving any damage. Double heart breach on the board right here for the Defusekids, not the Termite, but they will be bringing the Hibana together with the Maverick, which would allow them to silently get themselves into the actual tunnel, and I believe that's happening already as Leon is opening that one up. That means that we might be able to get like a quick push from the Defusekids from that area to try and put some pressure down early on.
Yeah, Draven almost getting the wall bang on towards a player of the Defusekids, just running by happily after. Not really seeing the danger in that one. Meanwhile, the dirt tunnel will be opened up slowly but steadily by Leonsky as well, who's clearing out every piece as nicely. So now he's actually standing out for a shot to be hit. But luckily, none of the Orgless players are currently contesting. Vash, of course, also standing by with that Monty to put some pressure on. It seems like Defusekids is going for a relatively quick approach, as you also see the stun grenades flying in and a frag grenade as well to follow suit.
Yeah, we're dealing a little bit of damage towards Draven, who is, well, alive, but is going to be receiving some pressure from the likes of Defusekids. And what I think is going to be happening here is that they want to put some blue pressure, and in the meantime, send someone in from the tunnels as well. And that's going to be Avance's job. He's going to be moving in with the Monty right here. We'll be baited to jump over the shield, though, and that's going to be a Goyo shield, so they will have to deal with it. Frag grenade coming in that will take care of it. Well read right here by the Defusekids. Good to bring the indeed the Maverick to this place to make sure that that shield is being removed before they continue into the plan. Have to be careful though. There could be a C4 on the likes of Expo, and as Avite just moving through, he's just slowly pushing him back further and further as he now unscopes. Will be able to push him out of his position and now block out this door to allow Leonsky to come in to get a line of sight onto the Meister right there, which is being watched. Indeed, KS gets down. That's the first kill for the Defusekids. Well, not completely true yet, but it's the down and not out. No one is there to pick him up, and they will be able to cancel him. If that happens, Scrying comes in with a kill as well. It's a 5-on-3 situation on this first attack. The Defusekids starting off strong so far. They need to keep this up, though. We've seen him throw these kind of rounds before. His next one now finds himself into the blue area. Hopes to find an angle on one of these players as he's now slowly trying to move through. Spots out. No, doesn't spot out the player on the left there. He himself is getting spotted out. Tries to respond, but won't be able to yet. 35 seconds left on the clock. There's a bite right there. It's pushing through. Crying gets the kill. Prano gets the response to Crying, but it is going to be the Defusekids that are looking very strong in this one. If Prano doesn't, well, completely pick them apart right here. They won't, and it's the Defusekids with the first one.
Yeah, Defusekids just playing solid. We were a little bit scared by that Monty pickup from Avage. We've seen it not work out too well in the past, but this setup, this execute just working out wondrously. I think the Defusekids was possibly aware of the pickup from that church bomb site. But once again, the Flash is hovering over that Monty, so that might actually be part of their strategy. Of course, Turnap has taken a lot of time to research Orgless, preparing for this match, and so far it's showing to do some good for them. Keith now being picked up by KS to possibly deny the wall, but it will be swapped out for the Legion once again. So operator-wise, both teams seem to be the same as they were in the previous.
Yeah, definitely so. And I think DK might have picked out that Monty in the ID that we're going CCTV cash, which would allow them to just push at the mezzanines there with the Monty. I think that was the reason why they picked it. They still managed to make it work in the tunnels right there, and then you see the strat work that was been done, the preparation work that comes out. They knew there was a Goyo there. Well, you cannot push that solo with the Monty, so you have to send that Maverick with the grenades after it just to get rid of that shield, which allows the Vitch to push through and allow them to pick up KS early on.
Yeah, also the down onto Hive completely disregarded him from that point onward, knew there wasn't anyone to help him up. I believe also Draven took a lot of damage while that dirt tunnel was being cleared. That nade going towards the Goyo shield either hit him or hit the fire hit him when he tried to peek out, hoping that the Defusekids was going to be a little bit sloppy, but of course with such an important match coming up for him, I believe they're just putting all their energy at least into the first map, because one map is all it takes for the Defusekids. If they win this one, they're already set and ready for Pro League. Their dreams finally become true, and they're now slowly moving into try to attack CCTV cash room.
Definitely so. CCTV to cash the next bomb site they need to approach, and oh, are they going to be able to make it, or is Orgless going to be giving us a very close matchup to come through? It's being opened up completely just to make it a bit easier for Leonski to get everything ready, so you can just quickly see whether or not he's done it properly or not. And there we go. The entire soft wall basically removed, and that means Leonski all he needs to do is just remove it properly here. He might have missed a little bit on the top right there, as he is going to be going quite no. He actually hit it right there, and that means that the wall is going to be opening up. Leonski has to be careful though, because he might show himself. Yes, he does, and that's the kill from KS to come through. Not well covered by his team, not actually done safely, and that means that the entry is going Orgless' way. But the wall has been opened up, and that's what counts. That was his job. Unfortunately, not being able to use his frag grenades though.
There'll be a big miss for the rest of this execute. Of course, a flash with the Monty can still block out a lot. That Maestro cam, however, might be a little bit of a nuisance later on, as it now takes out a drone as well. Could come into play later, as now a Legion mine will be thrown behind the flash, who now takes some damage as well. Will fall back, pull that needle out. And, well, his outfit is looking good, but I'm not sure if that Legion will be even more annoying for the time to come. With the Monty, of course, known to the side of Orgless, even more Legion mines will be thrown in, and I believe the smoke caster as well, he will be contested even more. Vice will actually go down as well to KS. That's a double kill for him. And so far, the Defusekids hasn't actually gotten a lot of pressure on themselves.
No, definitely not. The Defusekids not really able to respond as of yet. Of course, we're still talking about the defense side of the map, so it is logical for them to not pick up all the rounds, and well, they started off better than they did back then against Penta, and KS then picks up a double kill. That is definitely not favorable, as next one that falls as well. It's a flawless round from Orgless to come through, and they will definitely be happy with that, as the 1-1 strikes. We are gonna have ourselves a good match.
It's going to be the Defusekids to rethink their plans. Of course, it will be another bomb site. It will be Church Arsenal Room once again for the side of Orgless. Last time around, I dare to say they lost ground quite convincingly quite early on. Not sure if that will be the case again, however, because of course they now know what the Defusekids will throw at them. That Monty was a 6-pick in. Now he will be instantly chosen. And no swaps coming out from the Defusekids, and none from Orgless either. Last time around, Prano, I believe, swapped. We saw no Vigil. We actually did see a Wamai, but this also might actually mean that there will be less denial of those frag grenades, of which the Defusekids has 4.
There's plenty of frag grenades they might be able to use to get happen what they need to make happen. They need to get this control on the board. They need to get these kills early on, as we are going back downstairs. If they're able to repeat what they did last time around, they should definitely be in a good spot. But of course, Orgless is going to be able to reply to that and respond to it. Now they know what the plan was.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's going to be Defusekids to possibly try to do the same, or at least a little bit of an adaptation to it, as we're waiting for them to come on in. KS actually putting on new jammers upstairs, so that will at least give them some more room to roam and deny those drones to come in. Prano will have an easier job that way. Could possibly also go for a run out to deny dirt tunnel, or at least contest it. Something you could expect as well, as we saw the Defusekids have a lot of success here with the dirt tunnel push last time around.
Definitely so. Will be opened up the same way again, just allowing the Monty to come through in his extended form, which would make it harder to go. But Leonski has to be careful because he might lose his life again if he's just going to be extending to this. There we go. He gets down and Leonski falls again. Will this time, however, be able to be recovered? He really has to be more careful on doing these kind of things, because it's the second time when he opens up, he gets taken out, and it's definitely not the way you want to start things off.
I actually expected Prado to swoop in and get that kill as well, possibly contest onto Avage. But for some reason, Orgless planned to play it a little bit safer than that. So I'm not really sure what that was about. No Goyo as well this time for Orgless, so less shields to worry about. And that could also mean that there will be a little bit less denial of time. That smoke, however, will be a big nuisance for Avage. And now also extra for Leonski, who, as we just saw, has already gone a little bit low. So a deep smoke canister could actually spell trouble for the Defusekids and their dirt tunnel push.
Yeah, definitely so. They need to take out Expo before Leonski gets exposed to any of these smoke canisters. If that happens, that is definitely bad news for them. But nothing has been lost as of yet. 90 seconds as the Defusekids starts their push towards the blue tunnel. Avach will be taking out an ADS on the way there, and it is the start that they're looking for. Next one will be holding off the single here in the hope that someone just goes and pro next to it to try and maybe contest someone. I was thinking, is that a frost mat? There's no frost on the board. What's that thing laying down there? But it's just a
broken shield.
Broken shield, indeed. Yeah, I was like.
Well, it happens sometimes. I'm confused. This time it was you, as we do see a lot of soft wall going on there towards blue. Smoke and it's now being popped, but the Vice is already in. Should be worried about a possible flank, but of course he has some pressure from blue. No players going down, but then Cryin falls to Prano, and that's the first frag going in favor of Orgless. Push comes in from next one, takes a down onto Expo. That's the last smoke, and I believe cancelled that way, and it will be a 4-on-4, but still Orgless is standing by a C4, possibly on KS as well. But a kill into Prano is actually a huge advantage. But a kill into Expo as well will clean him out. And will be Leonski going for the plant, which makes the time now tick down. And Orgless might be in some trouble. The C4 does not get a kill into Avage, who's still alive and manages to block out some bullets as well. Drop comes in here from Hive, gets one onto Deepek, 3-on-3, but the turnaround is there from next one. Low HP, but still enough to get the kill. And then Orgless will fall one by one. Only KS alive, and he will have to clutch that 1v3. No C4 left, goes in. The nade is there, will not hit him, and he's still looking for the first frag.
Yeah, the grenade there, wasting some valuable times. KS comes up, gets the kill onto next one, but is unaware of the fact where the last two were. Leon gets that kill. He has been down from the start, but manages to still get the final one in, and the diffuser. And with that, Defusekids get their second round in. Very good start on this map, especially given the results against Penta. And as right now, they are going into the fourth round. Orgless is in need of winning the, consecutive 3 rounds that are up here if they want to be able to get a very, very good health out to try and get themselves that first win on the board out of the 4 points they need to get to Pro League.
Well,
mind you.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. I'll take it this time. Mind you, I was going to say that Defusekids only needs 3. So 1 win for them would be enough and would completely ruin Orgless their dreams.
Well, I'm just wondering, Orgless now going to their tertiary bomb site with Mira as well, one of your favorites. To see if this could actually be the save they need finally to get that second round in. But afterwards, they'll still have to go back to church, or they'll have to play the bar area, which, well, we dare to say still isn't that favored either. Orgless so far not really showing what they're usually made of, but that also goes for the Defusekids really being prepared for this match, as we would have probably expected. It also comes down to Orgless on their attack. They probably have a little bit of a read onto what Defusekids might actually do. So I'm really looking forward to see how it will be after the half swap.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
3 more rounds before we have that halftime point. Is Defusekids going to be able to do this, or is Orgless going to be able to get the upper hand? And we do see the mirror coming out like that. But this is also something they have done before, so Defusekids should be aware of this. If we have to believe the coach Stern, that he completely is aware of every single strategy that Orgless has shown and knows how to counter them as well. So there should have been specific instructions to the likes of the Defusekids to make this happen. But already have 2 rounds, and there's only 3 played. And on the attack side on Clubhouse, that's something to be really happy with. That's unlucky.
That reinforced wall at least helping Avash out to be a little bit more safe, as D-Bag will open up this east wall for the CCTV room. There is a player close by, however, so they should actually be wary of that. The same goes for Orgless. So they're going to be pincer there. At least the plan of the Defusekids will be just that. Leonski opening up, I believe, the wall on the other side of the building, the west wall, to see if they can put pressure from there as well.
Interesting mirror window. Normally it's being played the other way around, from the stairs to the actual cash room, just to make sure that you can keep office control. This time, however, Orgless choosing to play this, and that is due to the fact, of course, that they are in bedroom and gym, so they will not be holding the red stairs. That is actually dangerous territory, as right now these charges are coming through. Next one is going to get tagged up. Is going to be aware of the fact that there's a mirror window there. It's getting opened up for some reason. As Avaich wants to move in, he's unaware of the fact that there's a second player, I believe. Next one gets tagged up yet again. There's so many of these charges here. Prano gets down, but so does Deepak, through the mirror window by Draven. And as Avaich wants to push him through, it's actually next one to clean him up as well. And that is the 2 players out of position. Quickly strikes down the alibi Prisma charge there as well. And Defusekids have the 1-man advantage right now to push forward with, and they will definitely do that. They will proceed slowly behind the shield of Avaich, who is getting himself ready. The mirror window has to be opened up, but they kind of struggle doing so. There we go. Eventually will. That allows Chaos to play from the area that he's currently in. All the smoke canisters, but one being expended by Expo. He has to be careful to not be peeked through the hatch, because that's about to happen. And as Crying there gets the tag, gets it down, and that will allow Vaich to move through again. And here you just see the Monty coming in, and he keeps on, well, basically scaving the way right here for the likes of the Defusekids. There we go. Next one picks up another kill. It's only up to Hive now. Will fall by the grenade from Leonski, and the Defusekids win round number 3. And, well, I kind of thought we were going to have a really close match where defense was favored. And look at that. That grenade finishes it off as Vaich moves in on the kill cam. The bulldozer, he can be called. It's the mountain that moves through. And it's a 3-1 right now in favor of the Defusekids.
And the scary thing is for Orgless, they now have to go back to Church Arsenal room, a bomb site that hasn't worked out for them whatsoever. But they might actually put in a little bit of a change. The Clash for KS instead of the Meister that we've seen before on this bomb site the first time they played it. The Goyo is back, but the Legion will once again be picked up, possibly to counter that Monty off a little bit as well. But the Defusekids last time around against his same setup, they just didn't have real trouble. They just threw in their nades. There wasn't enough denial, especially also from the Womai, which was a little bit strange to see. But the Defusekids might actually be quite confident to get this one as well.
Definitely so. They have done it before twice, and right now we'll be going back there for a third, as clearly the Monty seems to be working out. I was kind of thinking when they picked it, not again. Flashbacks to Vietnam, and well, so far, the Defusekids able to get mighty fine work out of it, I must say.
Yeah, 1 win is all they need. And that would mean that they'll be quite happy to make it into Pro League. So far, it's seeming to go very well. But we have to unfortunately admit that the Defusekids is sometimes a little bit on that pro-y side whenever it comes to a really scary moment. Look at this. Orgless now swapping it up 2 Goyo shields instead of the 1 only in that dirt tunnel. Something different than we've seen before. But the Defusekids also eyeing that garage area. to clear in Navage for his entrance here. Now he is now actually dropped as well, and that gives some intel for the side of the Defusekids on what to do next.
Now that wall there being reinforced on the side, it's pretty normal, but it will give a safe passage to the likes of Deepak or Leonsky to open up right here onto this back wall. Will most likely do so as well, as they are starting to prepare. Last angle is now being opened up, and the Vitch will be standing by right here. Impact trick fails, and that means that the hole has been opened up. There is still a shield, though, to cover off from that, as the breaching charges from above are going up. It's Orgless that's slowly being strangled right here by the Defusekids, as they are getting themselves ready to go for the final execute. All they need is just a pick to get going. That might be Draven first, as he's the one that's most isolated at this point.
Leonsky now with the opening kill onto Draven. That's all my of the board, so no more extra frisbees. And that will be a little bit of a push coming in from that blue area as well. Navage standing by to put on more pressure as well with shield. First smoke cancer now being used, but look at the time, 20 seconds left. The Defusekids has made this very late, as now holes will be opened up. It will be Leonsky and Cryan both going down. Next one with the refrag, however, smoke canister popped as well. Deepak with the follow-up, only KS alive. Somehow the Defusekids gets in and get the Fuser down as well. Navage has that right now, but the next one with a team kill onto the Monty. How does that happen? And here they are not really knowing where KS will be coming from. Deepak will go down. It's going to be KS with the 1-3-3 clutch. A team kill coming down from the Defusekids, and this might actually be huge.
What the hell happened there? How do you manage to take down your Monty like that right after a plan? That's a big throw coming up. Draven is just shutting out the lull here, because, well, Orgless was held big time here by the likes of the Defusekids. This should have been the 4-1 after they got that plan down, and, well, it's turning out to be a little bit less. But they need it's knee B now that they don't trigger for this. They need to just keep themselves together. They are still in favor. They still should have been on a 4-1 right here. They are, at this moment in time, better than Orgless is. And all they need to do is continue that. That one round loss, that shouldn't matter. But we have said that more times this season.
Yeah, the big problem is that now we're actually going to CCTV cash room. That's the bomb side Orgless won themselves. Next one at least can put out an XD. I'm not sure if that's going to be a slightly triggered one. But I don't know, man. How the hell do you lose that? How the hell do you team kill Navage in that situation? That will be some tough words from Sternap. I can't wait to see the chat's reaction in a few moments' time, because of course we have some delay on that. But
it's not like he's not standing out, right? He's wearing a bright green and white and red skin, so it's like he's like Christmas Monty. So you should. It
was like the moment he was done planting as well. So it's not like, oh no, he just ran in out of the sun.
And then again, it's a Monty, so he doesn't just appear. It's like big loud noises when he moves around. So
5 seconds remaining.
Literally the elephant in the room, you dare to say.
Yeah, literally.
Well, let's see what Orgless can do. They have some Goyo shields at the Mezzanines as well. Mezzanines, I'm sorry. I'm still holding on to our old sake. And that might actually spell trouble for the Defusekids if they don't drone it out, because that could actually prompt them to go from a different side, just like they did on this church push the last time around. Brano once again on the roam, which hasn't worked out that well just yet. And here we see the Defusekids just trying to go for that opening once again, destroying that soft wall. KS is also just doing a quick run around.
Definitely so. He's going to be coming back now. Here's some X-Cars already being deployed on the other side. Leon will have to be careful this time, because otherwise he's going to be losing his health, his life again. Most likely will get some help from his teammates in this endeavor. This is just slightly standing up right there. Prano game freeze. That's unlucky. Don't think we're going to get a rehost now. There's nothing really happened yet. There we go. Disconnected.
Oh.
Nothing is being called. There comes the damage onto KS. Will be taken care of a little bit. So the Defusekids right now have a big advantage. They should be able to close this out for this round and make up for the mistake they made before. This is the time where they need to do it. They just gave a round away to Orgless. Due to unforeseen circumstances, this round should be going into the favor of DK. due to the disconnect to come through, due to some damage onto KS, due to the wall already being opened up. Vach now moving himself up towards the area right there near the mezzanines. Grenades coming in will be dealing some damage to KS, but not enough to actually get the kills. Deepak is still below in the garage to try and make something happen. As Vach wants to move up, is unaware of both these players, well, knows about both of them now. Goo mines are being tossed in, and so will an EMP, just to quickly get rid of these things. And Leon then gets the kill into Expo. Extra goo mines being tossed in. They're using literally everything they can right now, and extend just to quickly bait out some shots to bait them from standing up. He stands up, gets one kill, now extends again. It's KS and Hive that are all together now. Not sure, is this a Goyo? Yeah, that's a Goyo. A Vite will be pushed all the way back down, but that's going to be the last line of defense that they have against this Legion. And Legion falls. It's going to be Hive now in a 1-on-5 situation. Gets shot from below as he's forced to rotate up on this little cabinet right here. The 4-on-2 is imminent.
He still has a C4 as well to possibly work it out. Now spots the shield. He's like, oh boy, I need to use my C4 for that. But then the push will come in. Avash is just a new door. Gets a headshot onto Grind as well. This might actually be a little bit of an awkward fight right here. But the diffuser will go down. It's going to be Avash with a double kill as the Monty. And that will mean we'll have a rehost. But still, a 4-2 lead for the Defusekids, which, in all fairness, should have more. And that could seal the deal for him. It's time to put the Defusekids onto the defensive side. As you can see, we're now swapping around. They are in the lead, and they'll go to Church Arsenal room as well for that first time.
Church Arsenal will be the first site where DK tries to close things out, as they need to, well, get those 3 more. As you said before, Orgless manages to close up the gap. But what we need to mention here is Orgless is very strong on their attacks. They know how to play this game on the attack. That is their, well, favorable side to start at. Well, not started, but to play. Because they chose, of course, to start at the defense. But they know that their attack is something to be reckoned with. And Defusekids is going to be aware of that as well. Surely they are aware of how Orgless plays this, but that goes the other way as well. Omerta has done his job. So did Lazo and the other support staff they have. Whilst Strat is basically the one-man team on the side of DK that had to watch all these faults and tell these players that sometimes don't even like to listen to whoever tells them something how to play this map. So far, working out. The question is if they can keep it that way.
Yeah, we're curious to see what the Defusekids can bring to the table. We see them just setting up pretty normally. No Goyo shields like we saw from Orgless. Which of course were a semi-counter to that Monty coming in from the Defusekids, but then again they didn't really have that much trouble with it. We also see Orgless. Oh,
yeah,
that's an
they don't
interesting
see
go.
that. That's just
Okay.
us. It's not,
just wondering.
It's not you. It's me, right? That's kind of the thing here. It's not Orgless. It's us.
All right. At least they also tried to go a little bit for that dirt tunnel approach. I'm not sure if that was a smoke canister already being deployed by Leonsky, as Expo's drone is still a little bit in limbo for us. And it's going to be Hive to contest that kitchen area now, trying to open up things so no impact trick can actually come out, which of course could be favorable for the Defusekids to deny some Yabana pellets.
Definitely so. That's probably what they want to make sure of. But of course, I don't know where Deepak is playing. He could be just... Ooh, C4. That's unlucky. Hive falls. And that is your sledge of the board. They make quite some good angles, though. So this team is definitely going to be able to make something happen with this. As Draven right here wants to return the fire. Won't be able to find anybody as of yet. His task is to open up this hatch, no matter how. But his team's already waiting with these impact nades, and it's right here. The first set of X-Kairos comes in. It's most likely going to get cancelled. Maybe. No, not yet. No, they're going to let it open up. They're like, we got the kill. You can have this one.
Yeah, there's already a little bit of a favor for the Defusekids. Those frag grenades from Hive will be denied. Another drone to be taken out as well. And that means there's only 4 drones left for the side of Orgless, which is of course enough, but not that much. Leonsky now putting in another smoke. That's very early again from the side of the Defusekids, which could give Expo some more room to work with. Might actually throw in a nade onto Leonsky. Not sure if he has an ADS with him. But so far, it's Orgless mainly setting up around the kitchen area.
Yeah, no more smokes left on Leon, but his main job right here was to just make sure that he wastes as much time in this tunnel as possible. And he's sitting here with a shotgun, of course, so anything is lost as these feet will stick out as the headshot to come through from a Vite, just holding this very tight angle with the holographic. Leon will fall, though. Did manage to get a little bit of a tag down onto Expo. He is also stuck in a goo mine right now, so will be very, very low as he continues the rest of this round when he's going to be watched by that Alda 556 of a Vite. EMPs are about to come in. Diffuser has been recovered. Orgless, what can you do? What can you make happen? Well, Expo responds to that. Takes down a Vite with a headshot from a prone position as the impacts are being thrust in to try and get the kill in. So are the pre-fires of Expo to make sure that blue is not going to be lost from their control.
Yeah, Orgless not really having that much pressure to that kitchen hatch. There's the Pokeball onto Pexpo. He will be down. I'm not really sure if the Defusekids knows. Crying will take KS down as well. Only Prado alive in an effective 1v3 or in the goo mine, and Crying will get the kill in the end onto Expo. And Deepak took out Prano as well. That means the Defusekids now have another round. Big ET in the boys, baby. Let's go.
Here comes the extra, well, for like the mental warfare to come in. DK realizes they have the momentum now. Just quickly throw some small, BM into the chat, as we all know them to do. Just to maybe get a little bit more into the heads of Orgless. And, well, once they realize on Orgless, it could already be too late because there's 2 more rounds left. And DK are in Pro League. 1 more round, and they are guaranteed 1 point, which would be, well, like Orgless needs to draw on a win or 2 wins to start off with, and Penta would need 2 draws to get the Pro League, but the Defusekids definitely not looking like they want to give this one away.
Attackers need to locate
it's going to be CCTV cash room as their next bomb site. If they get this one as well, they will be having so much room to pick whatever side eventually to win upon. Of course, it's still a tough battle as Orgless isn't a bad team. And they have enough to work with. The Thatcher also in play for KS. For that clear onto those K-Eat claws. I'm not really sure if there will be a big contest from Deepak coming out. Of course, he might want to use his C4 somewhere as well. As he's currently in the mezzanines. Will he actually be playing from there? That would be a little bit interesting because so far he hasn't thrown out a claw, I do believe.
I could be able to throw it through the window, I think. Not completely sure what he's trying to achieve right here. There's also a rotation wall, like in the wall right there. So from the shield, he should be able to reach it. Just in case they start opening up, he should be able to be in time. But of course, you always expect that the Maverick is going to open up. There's no clawing against that. So doubt that the claw will be used for that.
Going
there it's being used for.
Oh.
For these garage walls, that's what it's being used for. From 1 hit though.
Well, unfortunately, you can't have everything in life as Expo and Hive are now currently opening up this wall towards CCTV. Deepak is actually trying to move around, hoping to spot out a player. Nobody actually coming in from the garage entrance, so he has the room to work with. He's of course also aware that Orgless is now opening this up, and they will make a very, very big hole as it seems.
A very big hole indeed. It looks like they want to open up the entirety of this wall. Nope, just for the top for now. Maybe to just distract him a little bit. This is a safer way to do it. Yeah, more ankle holes as well, indeed, possibly, to come through. But the wall has been opened up. That will allow them to put some pressure from this area. But normally teams decide to open up the left side due to the fact it's easier to get behind that little TV rack, where next one is now moving himself behind. Just to support Deepak into the garage because they are aware that wall has been opened up. Right now, the pressure has to come from the garage if they want to take this side and if they want to get the plan down. There is a drone right there that will be taken care of. Next one will jump down at the wrong timing. Well, Falba gets it down onto Draven. Will be held back up, though, as Expo is going to be coming through. It was the right call, but just a little bit the wrong timing. Deepak now here's, okay, the down came through. Crying gets the kill. And is going to be the one that is going to be holding off from below right here. This angle right here can be golden as he moves in. All the flashbangs popping up. He gets the first kill before he gets traded out. There's a team kill. It's a suicide with the grenade. It bounced back and it killed him as he was flashed after the kill onto Crying. And that means that the Defusekids are in a 2v3 situation where the wall has been opened up. And yes, the garage has been as well. But Deepak is still alive. He is still running. He is still able to get some frags in. However, he gets taken down by Prano. And that brings it back to a 2-on-2. because Shield is going to get taken down. Hive is getting himself on the balcony, but the Diffuser has been dropped downstairs, and that means they're most likely going to be going for kills. Drones are coming in. Leon is being careful right here, but will have to fall back as he's aware of the fact that someone is coming through the garage. Gets no tech done. Is trying to get the sprays through, but the Diffuser is still downstairs, and the Vich knows this. He's just going down. No wallbang coming down from Leonski as of yet either, as he is getting hot pings. And with 15 seconds left, they need to get these 2 kills on the board now. Is Leonski to try and get for the first one, but it's a Vich to fall. Leon is now in a 1-on-2 situation. He's going to be able to do it. He gets them down, but he won't be getting the round. It's Orgless to take it home, even though they had a very, very good start right here on the Defusekids side. They managed to, not really sure how a Vich died there. I thought he was moving down, but he got picked up, and it's eventually the round to go to Orgless' way.
Hap, I'm a little bit confused because you said that the Diffuser was still downstairs, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if they knew.
Why did a Vich try to move up the red stairs again? The only thing he had to do is just hide, survive. And the time was already running out. Them not going for the wallbang, which was Leonski, just standing by, bought them so much time because, as well, Orgless was not really pushing. The only thing they just had to do was stand by, wait, and the round would have gone their way. But the Vich going for it peak, eventually dying, with so much pressure onto Leonski that then fell. And that now brought it into a 5-3 scoreline. Orgless are now slowly crawling their way back into this round. And I dare to say that was a little bit of a sad time where the Defusekids just showed that little bit of throwability every now and then.
Yeah, I don't think they knew that the Diffuser was down, and due to that, Vich tried to move back up, got himself killed because of that. But as well, Deepak shouldn't have died the way he did. Leonski should have went for the wallbangs way before. He got all the hot pinks out on the person moving right next to it, and I believe like a Vich was going downstairs to go for like a pre-fire through the floorboards if they wanted to go for a plant, but as his Meister Chem got shot, he moved back up. I think that's the reason why he went back up, because he had no more information and they were under the impression they had the Diffuser. Next one here moving out in time as it got spotted as his attempted spawn peek will at least slow down the likes of Orgless a bit more.
He's still standing by, however, at this staircase to possibly either do a run out or catch a player moving in. Krine also still a little bit aggressive. The Germans from the Defusekids trying to have a little bit of betrayal on their countrymen. As we now see Hive and Expo just doing the same like they did before, opening up this CCTV wall. And Krine is just throwing in an extra my disc just to be on the safe side whenever they do decide to throw in some frag grenades.
I've really doesn't like this as well, dude. he's just completely wrecking it right here. This hole here being made to try and provide some extra cover for him, as right now this wall is going to get opened up. Using quite a lot of fuel before he can finally get started, meaning that he will not be able to do much more than just this wall. But of course he doesn't need to do much more than this wall. That this is his main priority here, and if he manages to open it up, that's mission well done for Expo. And so he does.
That means with a little bit of debris still around, this should be actually the Defusekids being under pressure. Now with that Thatcher, there will be the Sophia impacts coming down, but the shield, I believe, still up. Not sure for how long, however, because there still was an impact from Sophia. We didn't really see it go down, but the shield's still there. Now there will be an aid, but as I said, that will my disc has now gone in, and another one, I believe, stopped it as well. So the shield will remain up for Leonski, and he will live to fight another day.
Using his magnets at the perfect timing right there, just making sure that those grenades are not going to be able to get Leonski's shield. That is something quite huge, as it seems like there is going to be a take from the construction area. Is the Defusekids going to be aware of this? That's going to be the question. Deepak is going to be holding the shield, trying to get some information out of the player that's on the balcony. Not sure if the garage is being pushed. No, doesn't look like it. 4 people around here, 2 on highway, 2 inside the construction. The wall has been opened up, and that means they will have some ankle holes to work with. Vich going really aggressive, though, will be able to pick up 1 kill as the drones are still coming through. Vich is getting spotted out before he finally gets taken out by Draven. Might have been a bit too over-aggressive in this scenario right here, as Hive now moves up onto the breach to try and get himself some new angles. Wonder if someone is going to be aware of this, as Expo then gets the grenade kill onto Leonski. If a drone just comes in, Hive should be able to just go in for a push onto the guy onto the red stairs, as that is what he's looking forward to.
15 seconds remaining.
Name now coming in, but there's another Womai just standing by. Grind doing a good job on that. Time is running out. Deepak will get a kill onto Prana, but the refrag will come in from Hive. Time is ticking down, but the diffuser will be planted. Deepak with the knife onto Hive as well. A 2-on-2 will remain. Next one with the frag onto Expo. They don't know where Draven is. He will be in fire. Triple kill for Deepak to close out this round. And the defuse will be denied. And that means it's going to be 6-3 for the Defusekids.
Oh, no.
And a Vash with even more toxicity as we really know him to be.
Oh no,
That
you're gonna get penalty
match point.
points.
Defenders win.
Oh, really?
At some point, no, I don't think he will, but at some point he's gonna get punished for these kind of stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Oh my god. They know what's going on. They know they need to get like inside their heads. Avai just being an insecure person right now, it looks like needs to have that trash talk to get it going for him. But 6-3, one more round, and the Defusekids is in Pro League. Then finally, the Benelux team has made it after such a long time. Are they going to be able to do it?
I'm still unsure because, well, even this round where the Defusekids did manage to win, it seemed so scary. It seemed so strong for Orgless as well. They had a good opportunity, but then Deepak, and I believe it was next one, still managed to hold on. Maybe the Defusekids now trying to fake out a gym bedroom bomb side with that Mira being picked. That will be swapped back into deletion for Crying. But again, Orgless with their drones will find out soon enough. Buck has been picked up by Hive as well, despite not having the frag grenades. So that will be a bit of a safer self-destruction, possibly for the kitchen to come out.
Alright. Orgless, you have 3 more rounds to get this drawn going, because that's what you need to stay in it for Pro League. You needed the draw and a win, well, this is your opportunity to get it. Defusekids, on the other hand, you have 3 more rounds to make sure that you close this one out.
5 seconds to insertion.
The question is, are we going to be seeing this going to the last map, or is DK going to be able to close it out right here, right now? 1 more round is all they need, and they're here. They're in Pro League.
One more is all it takes. And we'll see if the Defusekids manages to hold on. 2 drones already taken out at the start of this action phase, which of course won't tell all too much with a third one to be denied. At least Orgless knows there is a hold in the dirt tunnels. But then again, Expo will just put some fire on his torch and be ready to actually get an angle in KS with a frag onto Leonsky. And that was actually a very good idea there from the side of Orgless, just baiting out that smoke player. And Leonsky now falling from the get-go, and Navash trying to take over his position as they now open up a different hole to enter through.
And it's going to be allowing him to move in, as Avich wants to make sure that this stays under their control, but he's slowly moving back, getting into a better position, not knowing whether or not someone is going to be moving in. Prano then gets the kill into the next one. They are fighting back. Orgless is not done fighting yet. It's the Orgless comeback that can possibly come through. It's been their hashtag. It's been their motto. Now is the time to make it come to life as the Defusekids find themselves on 3 consecutive match points. Brian wants to go for a flank, but doesn't feel too confident yet. Prano is still holding that off, and he's probably going to be aware of that as he gets spotted out by a drone. Hatch, however, is going to get opened up as the Electroclaw gets tricked out. Maybe making it a little harder for them to hold onto the triple wall right there right now, but as the fight is still really aggressive right here in this tunnel. It's just being held by Expo. And that's all they need to do. If Expo is there, a fight is going to be there to contest him. In the meantime, Crying managed to sneak up and is going all the way around right now, hoping that his 2 team members are able to stay alive long enough. But then Avich dies, and that means Crying needs to move. It's just Deepak on site now. They are probably not aware. He needs to move now. He needs to get inside of those main stairs, as Deepak is just holding off right here for a C4 into the main stairs just to try and make something happen. Drops are coming through, so does Hive. There goes Draven, and that means that the plant is now going to be coming down behind a safe corner. Deepak is going to get tagged up a little bit. Prano takes down Crying, and Orgless gets a flawless round to follow it up with. And we're keeping the match alive just a little bit longer in the dreams for Orgless to go Pro League. It's 6-4. 2 more rounds to go. Who is going to be closing this out? We don't know.
And the scary part is for either team, if this does manage to go to a draw, nor the Defusekids nor Orgless will actually come out on top, then it will be Penta who still has a chance. because 2 draws will make them go to Pro League. Now, the gym bedroom will come out from the side of Defusekids, something else entirely than church and Arsenal room. A side that didn't work out wondrously for Orgless either. The castle will be 6-picked in by Dionski to at least give them the idea that they won't be playing here. But still, you see Orgless just standing by with everything they need. They have the Ibana, the Maverick, the Sophia, and also the Thatcher, so holes and walls can be opened up without... problems.
Locate and defuse bombs.
We are going to gym bedroom, and the excitement is striking. The closer this match gets, the more likely it will become that we are going to the actual final map to decide who is going to be taking it. And if this is a draw, it's still uncertain for any of the three teams who's going to be taking this. All three will still be in the running, and Defusekids can close it out with just a win. With just 3 points. That's all they need to close this out. 2 is not enough, then to take over with the round differential. And, well, 1 definitely not enough, as that would leave Orgless going over them. So they really need to get these 3, and this is their best opportunity to do it here. They have 2 more rounds to do it, to make it happen. Next one going for a pistol spawn pick to completely style on the enemy, but no one seems to be coming through there. If he manages to hit this one, I'm pretty sure a big good night is going to be coming in the chat. So, like, it's probably better for the mentality and the health sake of Orgless that didn't come through.
Yeah, I'm a little bit interested to see, because Leonski having his castle barricades at a different position than you normally see. But now we already see Orgless trying to open up those soft walls to get into a more favorable position. It's a very east-heavy defense so far, as Deepak is still clawing his way here. Now we'll pick up 1. There will be the Thatcher EMP. Then he will throw in a second one to cover it off. But soon, Expo might actually do something. Wait, Expo is actually quite low. How did that manage to happen? Was he shot through the drone hole, or was something else actually happening?
I don't know how he got so low suddenly. That must have been like a skeleton key from the bug that hit him up to about this. There's no way he got shot from the drone hole. That's not like, look, both those walls are reinforced. There's no one that can look through that. So I'm not really sure how that happened, but Expo instantly low is definitely going to be hurting him a lot.
Yeah, also a lot of time already expended by the side of Defusekids. If you look at the clock, 1 minute 30 left. And still this west wall has to be opened up. The Ibana will now eventually throw in those X-Kairos pellets. And now the bathroom wall will be set up with a claw. I believe all 3 Thatcher nades have already been expended as well. So there's no real reason for Defusekids to be worried about that wall being opened up easily. Unless if the Maverick decides to go a little bit on a frisky journey, but with the low HP, those electricity zaps a little bit too dangerous.
And the Krine holding a very passive angle right here. Both the shields have been taken care of by now, as he's aware of the fact he might be pushed from the other side. Leon has to just sit tight now. Hive is on this angle, might be able to spot out a player. And Leon has to get the refrag if that is going to be the case. They have to just hold on now. 45 seconds. It's Orgless that has to come through them, and they are aware of that as well. The window is being opened up. Next one is able to contest that at least a little bit, and it's going to be dealing some damage right there to the likes of Orgless in terms of time. There is 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. Defusekids is away to reach Pro League. The question is if they make it or not. KS is going all the way from the other side of the map, whilst they start now punching in the final door on Orgless' side to try and get themselves that plant down, but next one is still in this position as he spots out the Maverick, tries to go for it, gets that first kill. That's the entry. Hive, however, responds to crying as Hive goes down instantly by Leonski. It's going to be a very close one to enter this one. It's a 3-on-3. It's a 3-on-2. It's going to be Orgless that fight back. It's only up to a fight now with 3 seconds left. He gets taken down. It goes to the very last round as Orgless come back. It's a 6-5. Just one more round. Defusekids has to secure it here. And otherwise, it is going to be Orgless that put themselves up well with a good comeback to come through.
Yeah, not really sure why that last player didn't do anything in return to the players moving in. Could have actually gone to the hallway and possibly denied the plant because time was already running out. Orgless now bringing it back to a 6-5 scoreline is going to be very scary for the Defusekids. Not being able to pick up CCTV cash room, I believe. And that means they'll have to go to Church Arsenal if they don't feel confident onto that gym bedroom side. It worked out pretty well, but then at the last moment in time, they just gave so many frags away to the German side of Orgless. And now they're between a rock and a hard place, having to fight for their lives. And otherwise, it's going to be going to the last map for them, which will be scary, very scary.
Now, remember last time Defusekids was around here, they lost Leonski very early on due to the angle being opened up by Expo, which was instantly watched by KS. They gotta play more passively now. They gotta keep themselves into safe corners and into safe positions, making sure that they got the control the entire time. This map is a turtle map, especially this site. You're normally going to be playing with 4 people, 5 people on site, maybe 1 roamer if you feel adventurous. But I'm not sure if Defusekids is going to be able to take that one. Next one is the only one currently not on site. Expo has a drone right there on top of the unit. And, well, if next one is going to be able to get a early frag down or at least stay alive on top to try and roam, it really will depend on the droning of Orgless whether or not they're going to be able to find him or not.
So far, Orgless, their droning has been quite alright, losing just a few in the first stages of the round. Eventually also using their drones to clear out at least a player before they move in. Defusekids hoping that finally they will now close out this map because, well, I believe they were up 6-2 or something in that region, and somehow Orgless on their offense as well has brought it all the way back to that final round. 1 point each will still be a relative loss for the Defusekids and possibly also for Orgless.
Everybody of Defusekids now sitting down here, no flanks coming through, even though the drone work of Orgless didn't completely cover the top floor. Next one is allowed to eventually go up oil pit if he feels like it, but I think Ryan, Deepak, next one, Thatcher and Logistic are all just going to be bunkering it down. They're going to be being careful. They're going to be as passive as they possibly can, try and waste as much time on Orgless' side, not give them any picks, because as long as they don't have an entrance somewhere, they're going to be unable to get that final execute going. You got to literally take them through the doors. You got to literally take them through the hatches. Make sure that they have to drop if they want to contest you. And as they are setting up now with the final 90 seconds of this first map, we are going to be either seeing a very, very tense last map to come in, or Defusekids that will be reaching Pro League. Time is in their favor as it's slowly ticking down. Logistic only has 1 more smoke canister available to him as Hive takes the first bit of damage, nothing too much. Grenade is being cooked though. Logistic is going to get forced to go back a little bit. Is being responded at with a smoke grenade, and that will push him back even further. So Expo not really going at it as of yet. A lot of drones right here on side. They're aware of the fact that blue is clear. They might be able to call the rotate to come through, but if you look at Orgless, everybody is just located around this area. Prano now decides to go blue as the call comes in because they need to make something happen. They don't really have any control. They don't have any opening. His next one, I believe, heard that and finds himself back into blue as he takes down that drone. So Defusekids still has a lot of pressure. 40 seconds left. It's going to be up to Logistic to take the first gunfight. If he gets this opening kill, this could be going very well for Defusekids. He has the shotgun. He has the close angle. It's going to be peeked by 2 people soon. Will he be able to get that one? No. He doesn't even get the down. It's a lot of damage done on Draven. But they are managing to survive. They get the first frag, and the tunnel will be the first contest point where they finally find themselves an entry. But with 20 seconds left, they need to push now. Avite still holding the side angle from the hedge right here, as Crying the next one are both holding off onto blue. They need to keep this control right now, right here, as 10 seconds to hit the clock. They need to go in for the plant. They're coming out of the tunnel, guys. It's Prano to take down Crying. Avite has now to reply, but he won't be able to do it. It's a 2-5. Is this going to be the draw, or is this going to be Orgless that managed to stick it? Is a draw to come through? Yes, it is. It's going to be Deepak, the last one alive. He needs the 1v5 clutch, and that's not going to happen. We are going to map 2, and we will see the final verdict there as Defusekids is managing to throw away the 6-3 lead they had. With 30 seconds left on the clock, they have to try and deny this. He gets the first kill, but it's unlikely to happen. It's just delaying the inevitable right now as the flashbangs come out. He soon will be peaked. And as the clock ticks down, he gets the next one, but won't be able to finally finish it off. It's Orgless to get the draw in. And with that, Defusekids will be bringing it up to the very, very last map as they once again gave away the lead right here. They're making it really exciting. I barely have a voice left.
Yeah, it's gonna be Logistic, his possibly overconfidence biting them back in their behind.